What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the other day was absolutely massive for Call of Duty fans. A bunch of information came out over on social media, and I gotta be honest, I don't even think I can cram it all into one video. So these next couple to maybe even a few videos are going to be absolutely insane. We have a ton of stuff that we have to go ahead and discuss, and I really do think you all are going to really enjoy what I have for you guys in today's commentary. But of course, if you guys do enjoy what you hear and you enjoy the content over on this channel, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe. We are indeed on the grind to 50,000 subscribers, and don't forget to hit the bell notification button as well. Helps get notified on all my recent uploads. And last but not least, I will not be streaming today. Today is actually my girlfriend's birthday, so we're going to be out pretty much the whole day. So no stream this Friday. I'll be back on Saturday. I will be back on Saturday with a stream, and I'll be back on Sunday as well. If there is a video, because I did pre-plan a video already ahead of time where I was mentioning that, this video is supposed to go live on Friday, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. I don't think I'm still going to upload it. If I do, it'll probably be on Sunday. So if you hear that, just know, I made that video a little while ago to prep to be away for a day or two. But at the end of the day, regardless, like I said, no streams. They'll resume back on Saturday. But don't worry, on YouTube, we will indeed have daily content as usual. But ladies and gentlemen, as I was saying, today's video for Call of Duty is going to be absolutely huge. Because yes, time and time again, we have heard that the next game is going to be by Sledgehammer. It's going to be basically the sequel to Modern Warfare 2, so on and so forth. But we finally have official information, basically confirmation of what Call of Duty 2023 is finally going to be. As you can see right here over on Twitter from Modern Warzone, breaking. The next Call of Duty game will be named Modern Warfare 3 and feature an outbreak-like zombies mode. Development will be led by Sledgehammer Games, and Modern Warfare 3 features campaign, multiplayer, zombies, and a new Warzone map, Los Alamos. And obviously this is from Insider Gaming. But again, like I said, it is finally official, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, we are going to go ahead and get ourselves a Modern Warfare 3. And yes, this so-called DLC that was just going to be for the campaign for Modern Warfare 2 so it could have a 2-year life cycle is indeed being completely flipped around, turned around, and being developed into a full-fledged out project. Now, trust me, if anybody wants this game to succeed, it's definitely me. Back in the day, Modern Warfare 3 was very iconic because it took everything about Modern Warfare 2 and basically perfected it off. I mean, I've said this history time and time again, but of course I'll repeat myself for anybody who's new or anybody who might be new to the overall franchise in general. During Modern Warfare 2, the OG game, 2009, not the current one that came out in 2022, Infinity Ward got into a lawsuit with Activision, eventually leading those core devs to leave the development team and go make Respawn. The individuals who went ahead and made the Titanfall series, Apex Legends, and actually the head of Respawn, Vince Zampella, is working over on Battlefield now. That's why, my expectations for the next Battlefield game are, I'm not too excited because obviously Battlefield 2042 was such a letdown, but Jesus Christ, Vince Zampella, they have, people from the Halo universe, all over, all these goats. It's going to be very interesting to see the direction Battlefield takes. But like I said, back to the main story here. They all left, they made Respawn, and Sledgehammer had to come in and save the game that you guys are watching right here. Yes, I know a lot of people always think that Infinity Ward were the core and main developers for Modern Warfare 3, but believe it or not, Sledgehammer Games pretty much put together this whole multiplayer experience. And again, this game isn't like a massive level up from Modern Warfare 2. It's not like a jump like COD 4 was to Modern Warfare 2 or, World at War to Black Ops 1. It's more of a polishing job. Yeah, they added more things into the game to make it unique and, help it stand out from Modern Warfare 2. But at the end of the day, Modern Warfare 3 was just simply Modern Warfare 2, just perfected, polished off, and enhanced. Basically taking all the feedback from the community and kind of stuffing it into the game. And like I said, trust me, if anybody wants the new Modern Warfare 3 to succeed, it's definitely me because I saw that pattern. I watched what Sledgehammer did, and I definitely see potential here. If we are going to be going ahead and following the same timeline here, and don't forget about Vanguard as well. I didn't really care for Vanguard whatsoever, but they did go ahead and fix up that game when it comes to what the community wanted. It wasn't great, obviously. It still had a bunch of the core issues, skill-based matchmaking, so on and so forth. It was a reskin of Modern Warfare 2019. It had no passion, no love behind it. But at the end of the day, did they fix stuff that the community asked for? Yeah. And that's what me and a lot of other people are expecting out of Modern Warfare 3 here, the new game that's coming out in 2023, is that they're just going to take everything from Modern Warfare 2, the core foundation is going to be the same exact game, same engine, same everything, and enhance upon it. That would be wonderful, right? It really would be wonderful. But we have to stay calm, ladies and gentlemen. I want to believe it, but from what I see, honestly, this just seems like another placeholder game. The key points of this game is going to be outbreak zombies, quote-unquote multiplayer, and they're bringing in a brand new Warzone map. And like I said earlier, on top of all of that stuff, this game was supposed to be DLC. So it started off as a project that had basically less than a year of time to put together. And now they're being forced to make it into a full project. This isn't a full 2-3 year development cycle. No, this is like a year development cycle to put this overall game together. It started off as only campaign. And in this short, span of time, they have to put together multiplayer zombies and a Warzone map. Like I said, I want to be positive, but there is not a single bone in my body that will believe that this is going to be, one, a passionate project, and two, anything that will probably hold anybody over. Maybe they can make some core changes. Because again, I like Modern Warfare 2 for its core foundation. It just needs to be improved upon. The developers have to listen to the stuff the community wants, and if they did that, we can get a good game. So if they do that, then yeah, it might be a fun game. But I can't get the bad taste out of my mouth of this yearly Call of Duty horrifying cycle. I can't. I really can't. And the COD cycle hasn't even been hitting in for me. Modern Warfare 2019, Black Ops Cold War, Vanguard. The most fun out of these previous COD games was probably Black Ops Cold War for me, and even that game wasn't a masterpiece. And I still go back to these games. I still try them out. I want to see if, the COD cycle might kick in. And even with, really lenient skill-based matchmaking and all the sweats moving over to, new titles, it's just not the same as hopping on a nice classic COD. If I hop on Modern Warfare 2019 or Black Ops Cold War for 2 hours, and then I hop on a game like this, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 for 2 hours, I would much rather play this. I would have a way better experience. So Sledgehammer can change the world within this new game, but will it make it a fun title at the end of the day? Will it make it something that, is truthfully enjoyable? Who knows? The game isn't out yet. We haven't even seen a trailer. We're all speculating at this point. But I personally think it's better to keep our expectations low than, fall for the hype now and, obviously be presented with a bad game. Like I just said, the main points are Outbreak Zombies, which once again, Treyarch is probably going to be coming in to help out with this experience. And why are they choosing Outbreak over round-based? Because it could probably really easily fit into the DMZ vibes. DMZ is already in Modern Warfare 2. Takes less work to take the same exact formula from DMZ from Modern Warfare 2 and slap some zombies across the board. Just call it Outbreak, because that's what it is. I mean, Outbreak is the same exact concept. You go into these open worlds, these open realms, which were all based off of the battle, the battle maps in Cold War. It's the same exact thing when it comes to, this game. Just add in extractions and add in loot, or they can take that stuff out. They could do whatever they feel like it. All they have to do is take the foundation and delete stuff, add stuff. That's all they have to do. It's a lot less work than having to come up with a lot of, brand new concept maps that are, going to be great, round-based style things, Easter eggs up the butt, story-driven, all of this stuff. And it will take away from the core vibes of the next Treyarch game that's coming out in 2024, which is going to be, the Treyarch is obviously known for their zombies experience. So people are going to be much more looking forward to that one than what's coming out in 2023. So obviously, they're not going to go all out, I don't think. So, like I said, Outbreak is extremely easy for Sledgehammer to incorporate into the game. They're focusing on making a brand new Warzone map. I wonder why. Yeah, because the last Warzone map absolutely flopped. When Modern Warfare 2019 moved to Black Ops Cold War, they kept the same exact map. That only happened when Vanguard came out, when they switched everything up. But they don't technically have to change the map just yet. It's only been out for less than a year. You know what I'm saying? And they're already producing another map. So that's another one of their main focuses. And then they say campaign and multiplayer. I wonder where multiplayer is going to be in it. Because, campaign was the main point. So obviously that's where the majority of the work has been, because they've been working on the campaign DLC for a while now. And then having to have zombies and Warzone maps and all this other stuff. Yeah, guys, really. I truthfully don't think, that Sledgehammer will really be able to pull anything out. And on top of that, Sledgehammer's always made the games that I care the least about when it comes to the Call of Duty franchise. And that's just a personal take from me. Now, I'm not saying this as a public thing, like, everybody feel, no, not at all. This is a personal take from me. I don't care for Sledgehammer projects. Advanced Warfare was the first and only Call of Duty game I've ever sold. World War II, I completely skipped out on the beginning of its life cycle. I came back a little bit when they overhauled it, but I still didn't play it. And Vanguard, I completely ditched. I mean, you guys saw it. I haven't made any content about it, and I ditched it to go play Battlefield 2042 the majority of the time. yeah, Sledgehammer doesn't really have a good track record for me when it comes to their titles. And even the games that I hate the most from Infinity Ward and Treyarch, I still end up making content about it for the full year. I still talk about it for the full year. I can still dabble in it and try the new content out for the full year. Yeah. Sledgehammer, on the other hand, I can't really do that. So adding that on top of all the other problems that are formulating right now, it doesn't make things seem much better. I mean, the one thing about Vanguard is that it felt like an Infinity Ward game. I mean, like I said, it was a copy and paste. So, I mean, maybe this will feel like Modern Warfare 2, but better improvements. That's why I said earlier, you never know. You never know. But again, I advise to keep your expectations low. Don't get your hopes up because we know Activision's priorities. We know why they're turning this into a full-fledged out game. Because of two things. One, they want their yearly salary. And two, Warzone 2 didn't do so hot. So they want to get another product out so they can full charge everybody, full send. And they also want to be able to enhance better onto the Warzone experience. And of course, sadly, Treyarch has to suffer because of this. And other development teams have to hop on and help out with the overall project. But don't fall into the hype, ladies and gentlemen. Let it play out. Let them do their thing, and I guarantee you'll be much happier if you don't purchase and you hold off a couple of months to see what's going on than if you fall into the hype, buy it, and then once again get let down. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like button. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content, don't subscribe with that notification button. Also, want to chat me, there's two ways to do so. I have Twitter and Discord, both linked down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch. Link that's in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.